sweet spot. Like I really think I found my sweet spot here. So earlier today, I was doing a live stream in my kitchen. And I do that from time to time for like when I'm doing line dance videos and stuff. Well, today I just talked. I didn't do any line dancing. I just talked. And you know what? It felt pretty good. I talked for 2 hours, y'all, standing in my kitchen. And you know what? I think I just found my sweet spot. Like, I think I like, like talking in my kitchen. It feels comfortable. It feels comfortable there. It feels like that's the place to share. So earlier when I was, in my kitchen, I just, I was just going to go live for like, maybe like 10 minutes. Wasn't nothing major I was planning, or I didn't even really have anything major to talk about. But 2 hours later, there I am talking about, all right, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. you know? So I think I found my sweet spot. So I'm just in Descript. And this is also a thing that I feel like this is a good little remedy here. Like as I was, going live in my kitchen, I talk about some things that I wouldn't necessarily want to talk about like in a, like in a more structured setting. So I went through and I started editing the video of yesterday's. Now it's already after midnight. So I went through and I started editing, and I just, edited out, as you can see, everything that I was just talking about stuff. And then I started to get into the story time, and I just started sharing. And it just felt comfortable to share like in that space at that time. And so now I want to go through and just do some edits to it and cut it up for y'all and make sure, it's kind of just a little bit easier to digest what I was saying. And so that's it's just really what I wanted to share today. I'm not really gonna stay on here long. I just, was still in here looking at it and working on it and decided, let me go live and just, talk to the people. And this is the actual like video from Facebook. And let me look.
He made it seem like it was a safety thing, but really it was more control because he didn't want us to just be like talking amongst ourselves and like fellowshipping and all of that stuff. Like I know now that it was because he didn't want us being on one accord with each other. He didn't want us being close. He didn't want us like developing friendships and anything like that. And he definitely didn't want us talking about him or anything that was happening in church, anything that we would improve, anything that we would change, any grievances that we had. We couldn't talk amongst ourselves for that stuff. So every time after church, he would have my uncle, who passed away since then, Uncle George, he would tell him to shut the lights down. So they would turn the lights down at the breaker box, y'all, turn the lights off. He would like shut the whole thing down. So it wasn't like you could just stay in there and just be like, we'll leave later, I got a key, whatever, and I'll lock up on my way out. No, you couldn't even just stay in the parking lot. No, child. No, everybody has to leave at the same time. It was one of them times he had shut down the breaker box. Everybody was like making their way to.
So y'all, y'all see how I just like, I just started talking about, things that have happened like in my childhood, and, just reflecting on, experiences that I had. And it just felt like a really comfortable place to share. So, from now on, I think I'm going to just, go live in my kitchen. you know, I mean, who would have thought that like it was that easy, like just to find like a comfortable place, this is where, and I felt really comfortable there. It just felt like the right place to just talk. I mean, how many times like people say like that's kitchen table talk? And I guess that's kind of like what that was. It just felt like a place where, we just come together, have a meal and just talk, and just share. So I'm gonna go through and edit that. And so if you are watching me on Face or listening to me rather on Facebook, then you already have this live broadcast that I did earlier on August the 12th now, 2025. And so you can go back and watch it at your leisure, or you can wait until I put out these clips, and or like you could do both. Okay. Like go watch it, because I did cut out some stuff. I also cut out just some filler words, the ums, the all those things, because it's not necessary. It's just part of those things, part of the things I do when I talk. um so I did that and just shortened it overall. So yeah, do both. Yeah, go and watch. Go and watch. And if you're watching me on YouTube or listen to me on YouTube, then go to my Facebook page and you can also view me there. There's different types of content over there on Facebook. You'll see more line dance material and stuff over there on Facebook. And if you go over on YouTube and watch me, then you will see a lot of other content as far as discernment lessons and different video series, podcast series, and all of that stuff. So, yeah, just make sure that you follow me on all the platforms so you can just keep up with all the things that I'm up to. And yeah, so yeah, I think I'm done for the night, y'all. We actually had line dance class tonight. So I taught line dance class and we went for like 2 hours, y'all. And then after that, we also just kind of did some more line dancing, where just some songs we wanted to do. And just had a really good time. Moving our bodies and, just kind of having that, that fellowship and that coming togetherness. So today was a very, very great line dance class session. And so yeah, I'm a little tired. My hips are a little sore, my knees, I need to take a good old shower and just relax and get a good night's rest, so I can come back to y'all tomorrow, and so we can get more into these topics of discernment, more story times, and more great content. Okay, so I love you guys, and remember, you are important to me. I need you to survive. I love you. Bye bye for now.